Birds aren't real, but purple orcs are. Today, we're going to expand upon Project Snakebite here in episode 2 by creating the Cruel Kommandos. So we're going to do some extremely light conversion work on these chaps. With that, hold on a second.
Oi, well, you sorting those weedy gits is way too small. They ain't proper orcs.
Oh, whoa, hey bro. They're wiry.
It's wiry! What the shit is that?
No, it's wiry.
Wiry? What the
Man,
git is
you.
wiry?
We'll get on with this. You'll see. They'll be the sneakiest dudes ever. Hello, friends. I'm Rob Boss. I'm stepping in to help Woad out with the hobby portion of this video. Today, we're going to take these Gutrippaz from the Dominion box set of Age of Sigmar and turn them into Cruel Kommandos for our Snakebite army. So join me as we take a happy little journey. Welcome, friends. Let's look at the models. First off, we have our Knob. He's ready for action in Zenithal. He's got his weapons in hand, and he's also got his stolen Imperial pistol. Scandalous. Here's our boy with the stolen Imperial flamethrower. And here's our boy with the stolen Imperial pattern missile launcher. Finishing it out, we have our Pokraut, who's going to be a bomb squig. He's friends with Mork Ra, the ever-living. Can't start a project without some paint, so let's take a look at what we're going to use. We're going to start out with some Pro Aqua Bold Titanium White. I love this stuff. Gonna use some Yondon Yellow Contrast for the shields. Some Magos Purple for this boy's skin. Some Garagak Sewer for the leather bits. Some Weaponized Autism, Black Templar, for some of the parts. Some Lead Belcher for the metal bits. And that sweet Streaking Grime from AK Interactive. Oh, yes, that titanium white. It really speaks to the soul, doesn't it? Though I do miss my phthalo blue. Let's apply this titanium white to our model. It's really going to add a nice level of complexity to our little Cruel Kommando here. I think it's coming along nicely. Well, that was certainly a lot of fun. Now let's cover applying the rest of the colors to our models. First, we'll apply the Lead Belcher to the pauldrons or shoulder armor of the Cruel Kommando, making sure we get decent coverage. Before we move on to applying it to the flamer. Oh, this little rascal's gonna have fun setting things on fire. Next, we're going to apply a Yondon Yellow to the shield. And why not? It's a fun, warm color. This is a fun project. Let's let these orcs have a little fun in their wah. Now it's time to apply the purple skin to these stealthy little orcs. Have you ever seen a purple orc? I bet you haven't. Rumor is they don't exist, but they use this natural camouflage to move into position to snap necks and cash checks for the wah. The last bit of painting before we move on to applying the Streaking Grime is to take care of the orc boy's kit. Here we're going to apply the Garagak Sewer to the leather bits, such as the holsters, the leggings, and a sort of bits before moving on to painting the casing of the flamer with some Black Templar. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate your help. I'll take it from here. We're going to move on into the application and removal of the Streaking Grime, and I don't want you to get any of that oily wash on your nice blue shirt. Thanks again, man. As I alluded to, the next step is applying the Streaking Grime. This is an oil-based wash, so it's not like your standard acrylic wash like a Seraphim Sepio or an Agrex or a Shade. It's not going to clean up with water. You're actually going to need to use something else to clean it up. Something along the likes of mineral spirits, in this case low odor mineral spirits. But since this can is a little bit small and I don't have a big bucket and it is pretty stinky, I'm not going to stick my brush in here and beat the devil out of it. I used a cotton swab for this. Do not recommend. 0 stars. Some people might be able to do it. I was getting a lot of strands of actual Q-tip left on the model. I've got some denser ones for some Gundam kits that work pretty well. Or I hear that actually makeup applicators, like for eyeshadow or something of that nature, work really well and they don't leave any kind of strands or anything behind. So let's get into this oil wash. It's prime time for grime time. Now we got our AK Streaking Grime brusted out. Get yourself a gnarly old brush that you're not too worried about. And just look to get some decent coverage over the areas that you want to have the grime effect on. In this case, mostly the white cloth bits and any of the metal bits are what I'm looking to get this grime on. If you have any kind of an overspill onto areas you don't want it on, you can just reactivate it with the mineral spirits and remove it with the Q-tip. Now we can reactivate the wash after it's had a chance to dry with the mineral spirits. So pick your product of application and just kind of get it worked in there, and you'll notice the oil wash will reactivate, so you actually manipulate it. You can move it around and you can absorb some of the items and get the desired level of grime or darkness you want on the parts that you're painting, and also clean up any of the spillover that you don't want on the model. That about wraps it up. We've got them painted, we got them streaking grimed, and they're ready to go. So let's take a look at these models. If you're still hanging around and you want to help a woad out, then please consider
Like, comment, and subscribe, you weedy gits.
Also, if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, somewhere on the screen, I don't know where it's going to be, I'm gonna link to the first episode of Project Snakebite, which covers the basic Orc boys, and I might even toss a little something on there about the pile of shame. Until next time, Wolverines.